started out in Blackwell Dispatch, and then I took over for a gentleman who'd been here for 19 years in the compliance department, so I had to fill his shoes. But let's go ahead around the room and introduce each other first.
Kevin, I've been driving for about a year. I was with May Trucking and going to the Ether Division for Blackwell. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
My name is Catherine. I've been with Legend, and I'm going into the Blackwell division, reefer. Very happy to be here.
Yay!
I'm Tina. I've been driving for a little over a year, new to Blackwell. And I'm very happy to be here too.
Jesse, I've been here for a little over a year. Been driving 16 years. And I just came off of surgery and I'm just happy to be
Oh,
back.
I know, yeah, I saw you just came back, yeah.
Mhm. I was sorry I didn't make your class today.
That's okay.
I was trying to get my trailer ready.
Generally, the returns never have to come to see me, because mine's mostly what you get when you first get your truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of an introductory, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hi, I'm Nate. I'm a returner. Spent almost a year and some change here, and have to leave on some personal business. And then after sitting home for a little while, the wife got tired of seeing my face, and she said, "Well," and then I figured this.
We missed you.
Yeah, and this was my first call. Hey guys, I'm ready. And here I am.
Yeah.
Ready to hit the road.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what I do is, honestly, to most people is kind of boring, and it's kind of not the funnest stuff, because I do compliance and licensing. But I've been in the industry for about 25 years. So I've done just about everything other than drive a truck, and I married a truck driver, so that kind of counts. So he trained Nate, so he doesn't work here anymore, but he stays pretty close to all the guys he met, so.
Yeah, he's a great dude too.
Yeah, so, well, sometimes I think so. But, so, if you think of any questions you wanna ask, between myself or Randy, we can probably answer them. So, I'll just go through my spiel, and then we can do any questions afterwards. So, licensing, that's the simple part. I handle all the licensing for the trailers and the trucks. Your trucks get done once a year, and you'll get an OBC message saying the packets are ready. So what the packets are your cab card, your IFTA, and 2 stickers, one for the plate and one for the side of the truck, the IFTAs. So those stickers are what you want. This is the most important, because driver services very nicely take care of me, and on December 31st or January 1st, they email everybody a digital copy of your cab card. So you're always gonna have that. And Oregon gives us till March 15th, 16th, so mid-March, before they say we have to have them on the truck. And honestly, the western states are a lot easier than the eastern states. So just a reminder, you Blackwell guys are gonna be fine, because you're out here. It's Nate and Jesse, they're gonna have a problem, because you've gotta get those stickers right away. So once you guys see those OBC messages, you go ahead and you get a hold of me. Driver services, not so much, but get a hold of me, and if you want to, I can mail them. But we try to get them out within the first month or the second month, but please don't wait till the 3rd, because that's when you're more likely to get, because some states like Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Arizona, Oklahoma, they don't care what Oregon says. You've got 60 days period done. Here's your ticket. So, yeah, just be cognizant, watch the 31st, actually about the week before, because I try to get some sort of message out. If you want it sent to your house, you know you've got home time coming up, send a quick message, either through driver services or call me directly, and try to get it. We did pretty well this last year, but we still had, I believe, 5 fines from the nasty states. So, but we did pretty well this year. The Pennsylvania is like some awful fine of like $550.
building.
Yeah. So, licensing, anytime you lose a plate, call driver services, ask them to get me a new one. If you lose it on your truck, I can have it within a week. But we can get you a digital temp. Trailers, just make sure you have the most current registration with you. And most people, honestly, they don't check the trailer plates. They really don't. So, just as soon as you notice, call me, we'll get you a plate and we'll figure out how to get you in here and get it on. So, what else on licensing? So, CDLs and med cards, right now there is an extension because of COVID. Most DMVs are backed up to 2 to 3 months for appointments, and it's just chaos, honestly. It takes 5 months to get a plate on new equipment. It's a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. We're working through it. But so if you have a problem, if you wait to the last minute and you try to make an appointment to get your CDL renewed, there's an extension right now till May 31st. My guess is, and then the things I'm hearing, it's going to be out till September. Please, please, please don't wait. But if you have a problem, like I had one guy show up to the DMV and they just decided to cancel all the appointments that day. It happens. So don't freak out, get a hold of me, we'll work something out. But yeah, never wait to the last minute. I understand on med cards, because med cards are a pain and you have to pay for them. We don't reimburse for med cards, unfortunately. Some companies do, but we don't. Med cards, there's places out there. I don't recommend Concentra because Concentra is really super focused on the sleep apnea. Even on guys that weigh 125 pounds, soaking wet, for some reason they kind of try to direct you towards sleep apnea. And they also direct you towards clinics that they handle.
Yeah.
So my recommendation on that, there's a lot of truck stops out there that do med cards. They're specifically for truckers. They know, they're geared towards getting you in and out quickly. Those are great. Chiropractors usually can get you in faster than doctors.
That's
So,
where I got mine from.
yeah, I mean, and they're great. We had one older gentleman here in town. He retired, and it was sucked. He had a CDL himself, so he focused on truck drivers a lot. He would work in the same day. I do have a new one. If you get here and you need to get a med card, I have a new lady. I actually sent my husband to her. She's a chiropractor and a nutritionist, which he didn't take advantage of that part. But she's really great. I really like her. So she usually can work you in the same day, if not the next day. So, but again, don't wait until the last minute. And if you need to get your CDL done, just focus on 3 months prior, because that's how long it's usually taking. Hopefully it clears up here soon with all the vaccines coming out. So, if you live in a state, whereas it's California or Florida, Tennessee, that require you to turn in your med cards in person and certify, they are taking that the COVID into consideration now, and there are ways to do it download it and send it in yourselves over the internet.
That's
So-
what I did. I just did it on the computer and
Yeah.
sent it in. And
Yeah, but
it
they
did not
suck.
work, But you also call her, they'll charge you $8, and they'll do it right there while you're on the phone.
Yeah.
For $8.
Florida's been a lot more accommodating,
Yeah.
because they were, the day they didn't have it, the expired, they were shutting you down and turning your, most states would still give you 30 days, not Florida. So I'm really glad that they're doing that now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, in January I did mine digitally.
Yeah, I
Got the
placed that on
confirmation
there.
number, all the things.
Oh, okay.
Then I happened to be going through a week later,
yeah,
so I went ahead and went in just in case, cause
Yeah.
I told
Yeah,
me.
that's cool.
I went in, they said, we have no record of that. Wow, you just barely brought it
California?
in time.
California?
Yeah,
Yeah.
California
yeah.
sucks.
Always keep, and I tell this to everybody, always keep a copy of your med card on you.
Mhm.
I've had guys stopped at the port
Yeah, I
of
do.
entry and your med card's not updated and they've had to show them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, always keep a copy of the confirmation.
Yeah, they actually let me in right away, which was shocking, but they had lost all reference to it, so,
Of course.
you know.
Yeah.
And I made
I
them
do-
give me another receipt for that one.
Yeah, if worst comes to worst, I do have a fax number for them now, that I kind of cheat and fax it over, so.
It doesn't matter, they'll claim they never got it
Yeah,
in California.
yeah. So compliance, drug testing, I think I told everybody during drug testing that last year they moved it from 25% of the fleet to 50% of the fleet. Mostly because of the states legalizing marijuana use. And they
That makes
caught,
sense.
yeah, they caught quite a few people.
They're popping a lot of folks.
So that's on the random,
It's easy,
and
man.
is that federal?
That's federal,
That's federal, and that's 50% of a fleet in a year's time.
in a year's time.
Wow.
And the alcohol is still 10%. But we're gonna see in the next couple of years, I say, some major changes. I don't know if you all saw where the House has passed it, the Senate has not, it's not moved on, but the House passed legalizing recreational marijuana use
Federally?
federally. But it has not, it's
What?
only the House, only the House.
It hasn't gotten all the way through.
It hasn't gotten
Doesn't
through.
mean they're gonna make it okay to drive on it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, there's gonna be like, no, there's gonna be DUI stuff in that, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They'll just put it in with DUI laws.
They're
Yeah,
gonna move
that's
it.
good.
Yeah, they're gonna move it over to a lot like alcohol. In our capacity, it's going to be a mouth swab that will detect within 7 to 8 hours of usage, and it's from your saliva, which is in your bloodstream.
Right.
So no matter how anybody does it, whether it's
still
edible
fucked.
or smoke, it's in your saliva.
Right.
So they'll be able to detect. And this is just stuff that I've been reading. I don't take it as gospel. This is just, so
And that would be like also CBD.
that would be CBD. There's a 1 in 10
Wait, what?
chance. CBD oil, you know, the miracle cure.
Yeah, the one that doesn't have anything in there.
Well, here's the, well, yeah,
Yeah.
here's the problem on that.
But
They're not that good at
Yeah.
excluding the CBD from the
Yeah.
THC.
Because it's not legal on a federal
Still
level,
has trace.
then there is no regulation, federal regulation of that product. There's no procedures that they follow, there's no percentages that within the drug that are okay. Like the Hemp Act, in order to be legally hemp, it only has a 0.03% of THC. That's how they determine if it's cannabis, or excuse me, hemp.
Hemp versus hemp.
So there's no percentage or for marijuana. There's nothing. CBD oil.
Yeah.
There's no legalized amount. There's no the USDA has not approved it, which is another way of regulating everything. So all these people that are saying no THC, there's no way of telling. You can get
so what about the creams, to rubbing your knees and all that good stuff?
It may or may not still have trace THC,
Yeah.
which can still get you busted.
You can, so, I was reading this thing and it said that a lot of the times you can actually, because it's from a different part of the plant, but it's all the same plant, so they're harvesting it and they put it next to and may touch the actual part of the plant with THC. Therefore, it can absorb it.
Okay.
Therefore, it can get in it. There's a 1 in 10 chance if you take something with CBD oil that you will test positive.
Yep.
And if it's 1 in 10 and you're doing it on a regular basis, sooner or later it's in there.
Yeah.
Well, just for the record, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, no, and I can't control what everyone here does, but I can put out the information, and that's what I'm just saying. It's not wise where if you're
It's not
operating
risk of your
commercial,
CDL.
yeah. It's not worth it. It's not worth chugging a beer and getting in a truck either. It's just, it's not worth it. So why chance it while it's still illegal?
Yeah.
I just wouldn't.
Right.
I know, I've seen the studies where it helps children with,
Seizures.
with seizures and everything, and that's great. I mean, my mom has MS and I'm trying to get her to do it, and she won't because she's elderly and has that whole don't do drugs, it's just,
Give her capsules with oil in it.
Just gonna tell.
yeah, I thought about making her some brownies, but it's just not worth it. So right now, it's illegal, and
do things for him for
Yeah.
that. But,
It's,
you know,
yeah,
that was a few years ago,
yeah,
but
no, and honestly,
I wasn't doing it.
it's, if you're a heavier set person like myself, it stays in your system longer, and they say it's 30 days. For a heavier set person, it will stay anywhere, it could be up to 90 days. So, it's just not worth it. If you wanna continue driving truck.
Yep.
It's choices.
Well,
So,
especially when it's, because there are no numbers for it, it's just
Yeah.
the presence of it, it's
Yeah.
not this much and you're okay and that much and
Yeah.
not okay, it's just, it's present, you're done.
yeah, it's not okay. Yeah. So, I don't wanna, go over prescription drugs, again, because you are a commercial driver, you are held to a higher standard, and you cannot be behind the wheel and consume anything, most of it that is a controlled substance. There's a laundry list of things that you guys cannot take and operate the truck. It sucks. We all know that if you have surgery, you need some sort of painkiller. We know that. If you get prescribed something, first of all, tell your driver you are a commercial, or doctor, tell your doctor you are a commercial driver. If they know what they're doing, then they'll know what to prescribe you. There are approved medication out there. But if they say, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can give you other than this, call me, we'll go over the drug, we'll talk about the side effects, and what will happen is more than likely, I'm going to look up how long it takes to get out of your system after you've last taken it. And then, once you're done, I will tell you when you can get back in the truck, and I'll tell dispatch when you can get back in the truck.
Awesome.
So that, we're willing to work with you. If I know that you're operating under, in our trucks with something in your system you shouldn't, legally, I'm required to medically, disqualify, thank you. So let's not put yourself in that situation. It's the best, I mean, let's be honest, you come talk to me, I'll be more than happy to go over
Yeah, it's
with you.
better to talk about it in advance and
exactly.
just have a plan to be off for however long it takes.
Yeah, exactly. We can work with Jessica and get you FMLA or get your PTO set up so you're getting paid during that time. But yeah, let's just work together and see what we can do. So, other than compliance, if you have any questions of, if something's going on